Everyone, welcome back to Java for All. In this video, we are going to talk about static nested classes. So this is the last topic about these inner classes, anonymous classes, and nested classes, because I think that's more than enough for you to get started, and anything that we need, we may come back later. But for now, this is more than enough information. So let's create here outer classes test 03. So basically, it's very similar to what we did previously in other classes test 01. We have this inner class. We can even copy this entire inner class here, and we can use it here. Now, what's the difference when you have static inner classes? If you add static here, you won't be able to access any attribute that's not static. So if you have name, could be, for example, William, and if you try to use here, you won't be able. Why is that? Because this is a static member. Now, what's the difference? You can think of static classes as like another top level class that because of the packaging you have to use inside the another class. For example, if we want to access this name, how should we do it? Technically, we need to get an object from the other class, and then you call the attribute. Now, if this was a top level class, it would basically do the same thing. The difference is that here would be kind of if you have here, for example, protected, it would be something like this. You would have a class. So if you had this class right here, this is how we will do it. So you have now two classes. These two classes, these two classes, they are top level classes. Of course, you need to also add one here. And here you remove here and add PSVM. So these two classes, they are top level classes. There is a very tight relationship between this inner class and this outer class. And because of that, this would make sense to be inside this outer class. Now, there is one example. If we go to map, java.util.map, and you go up, this is an interface. And you saw when we were working with maps and trying to print something, we were calling map.entry. So entry is another interface inside this interface. So if you search here, Control F, interface entry. So as you can see, this interface is inside. So basically it's a nested interface. The map and the behavior of the methods, they are tightly coupled with map. So technically, it could be a separate class, top level class, but the behavior that we want from this entry is related to the map itself. So because of packaging decisions, they decided to have this inside. And this is the similar behavior that we have with static nested classes. And how can we actually call this class? When we were working with just regular nested classes, we need to create outer object, and then from the outer object we get the inner object. But with nested classes, there is no need for the outer object because it's static. But the syntax, you still use the new. So you can use new, and we copy this inner, and you have an object like any other, and now you can call inner.print outer class attribute. So basically, that's it about static inner classes, and I think that's enough about this topic. Let's move on with more interesting stuff that you're probably going to use on your everyday life as a developer. So see you in the next video. Bye.